Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you. How are you, my two fishes friends? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for showing up here, my water family. I'm here to do a bonus read. So we are looking at either the current energy or the future energy. We are not looking into anything back there. And let's find out what's going on for you, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces, if you are interested in a private read, please remember that private reads are open currently. I am also reading face-to-face. I'm doing private reads that are live. If you're interested in that, please take a look at the pinned comment down below. Let's find out what's going on for you, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. We have the Page of Cups. Why is the Page of Cups here? We have the Five of Wands. Are you going to be surprised with something here? Because it looks like the Five of Wands is telling me that maybe there's somebody who's been holding back. It does feel like indecision, and it feels like something good or some exciting news or something that's going to surprise you is going to show up after a bunch of indecision has been going down here. King of Swords is involved somehow, so somebody who's possibly an Aquarius, but either that or a Libra or a Gemini. It could be someone who is a fire sign or a water sign as well. It does feel like they've probably got air in the sun, and maybe the fire sign, water sign is in the moon and the rising. It does feel like this King of Swords is somebody who has been very quiet with you. It does feel like this person's been hesitant or holding back. And I think that this person is going to surprise you with some sort of communication, or because the Page of Cups, right? But also because the King of Swords. It does feel like somebody's going to show up with some sort of communication. And it feels like it's on the heels of this hesitation or holding back. Or maybe this person feels like there's too much competition for you. Or maybe there's a lot of things going on in their life. It could be lots of competition for their time as well. Tell me more about Pisces. We've got the Hierophant. You know what it is? It might be a little bit of you being in this Hierophant energy. And the Hierophant energy is sort of similar to the High Priestess energy, but the High Priestess is somebody who's, using their life to help people, and they say remote to them by themselves. They don't really say much. The Hierophant, though, is kind of out there like Jesus, walking the earth, right? Is somebody who is proselyting, or somebody who is an evangelical, maybe a little bit, somebody who is telling people about what they know. So they're a spiritual teacher. Right? So this is somebody who is not necessarily playing it behind the scenes. It feels like you are somebody who has a lot of knowledge, a lot of spiritual knowledge. You are somebody who is possibly has a lot of spiritual knowledge that I feel like you're not only have learned it from books or education, but also that you are somebody who sort of walks in your own light, I'm going to say. That you are somebody who is not necessarily all religious, but you're spiritual as well. You're the hybrid, as I like to say. We do have the Knight of Cups. I just feel like this person who is the King of Swords does have some emotional feelings, but I don't think that you know about them. Or, the thing is that the Hierophant is here. Maybe you feel it, but maybe you haven't seen it, because the person who is or is acting like it doesn't have to be that this person is an air sign, but this person is keeping it under the surface. This is someone who plays it straight with you, someone who just has conversations with you. But I think that underneath, this person is like fighting themselves about whether they should tell you how they feel about you or not, is what it feels like. I think that this person thinks that you're otherwise engaged in your life, that a lot of people fight to get your attention or your time, that maybe you're very busy in your life. It feels like you're about to be surprised by this person, though, is what it feels like. One more card, please. We've got the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you are going to get some type of reciprocal energy, communication. It feels like it's been a little bit off and on. Like when I see the Six of Pentacles, you know, a lot of readers will say it's reciprocal energy, but if I'm being honest, I just see people with their hands out. I don't see anybody giving anything back to each other. It doesn't feel like it's back and forth, really. It feels like it's like you've been giving all the energy, or somebody's been giving all the energy, and the other one hasn't been really giving much at all. And so I feel like, it feels like a little bit, we got 3 Pentacles and 2 Pentacles. It feels mismatched. It feels like there is somebody who's doing all the work, somebody who's ready to be collaborative, somebody who, the person on the other side is somebody who's maybe very busy in their life, somebody who's not necessarily giving you their attention or their time. I do feel that there are romantic feelings here, though, with the one who's being silent. It doesn't matter if they're an air sign, but the one who's being silent here, they are harboring feelings for you here. Tell me why the Five of Wands is here, please. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles. And we have the 2 of Swords. You know what it is I feel like whoever this person is here is somebody who has not yet decided if they're into anything that is long term. Now, you showing up as the Hierophant here, I'm feeling like that's your energy. It feels like with you showing up as the Hierophant here, this person feels like definitely if they make a go at you, they're going to have to commit. And I don't think that this person's non-committal. I just think that this person is somebody who is trying to figure out first if getting very serious is what they want. It doesn't feel like they're a player. It doesn't feel like any of that. It just feels like somebody is maybe a confirmed bachelor or a bachelorette, somebody who has chosen the single life or chosen to be on their own. They're somebody who's highly intellectual. They might be someone who's really good at business. They also might be someone who's very important in their work. So maybe their work keeps them very busy. And so there could be competition for their time. This person could be a judge or a magistrate, somebody who's a lawyer, somebody who is a doctor or a psychologist, psychiatrist. It feels like somebody who's got a lot of people who want their time and their energy. Maybe they work a lot. This person, I feel, is somebody who does have feelings for you, but I feel like possibly with the 3 being on this side and the 2 being on this side, that maybe you've expressed your interest and maybe this person has not expressed their interest. And if nothing else, they may have said, you know what, I'm actually not available. I'm really too busy in my life to do that. So I feel like you're somebody who probably likely, if you haven't said anything, that you have shown it to them in some type of way. Tell me about this King of Swords. What does Pisces need to know about the King of Swords, please? We've got the Fool, we've got the 3 of Wands, and we've got the 8 of Wands. See, this person is looking forward to the future. They're looking forward to a new chapter in their life. This person, I feel, is thinking about the future, thinking what they want about the future. I feel like they're thinking about communicating with you in the future or taking a shot, taking their shot with you is what it feels like. But I think that the Fool and the Hierophant are very different energies. The Fool is, I'd like to open a new chapter with Pisces, but the Hierophant is the commitment. It's like, if I open the door, is it going to go straight to commitment? And I'm not sure if I want that. I'm not sure if this person may be someone who doesn't mind living together, but is never getting married. And maybe they see you as someone who wants the full-on commitment, the ring, the everything. Tell me more about the King of Swords. Got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the 9 of Wands. There it is. Yeah, and the 2 of Cups. And so I feel like the reason that this person, whatever their sign is showing up as the King of Swords because they're overthinking it. They are somebody who's very practical and they're very honest, sort of to a fault sometimes, but they are very practical and they are somebody who's very logical. So you can see that there's 2 cups here now, but it's next to the 9 of Wands. I feel like this person has been hurt too many times in too many ways. And the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that this person has grown from it, I feel. But they don't want to jump into anything too quickly. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse for me is, I don't want to wait anymore. But the Fool is here. So I feel like this person doesn't really want to wait anymore telling you how they feel. But they know that once they pull the trigger, that's it. They can't get the bullet back. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like it's something that's they feel is sort of irreversible. And only because this is a fixed sign. I feel like you are dealing with a fixed sign, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. And it feels like you are dealing with someone with fixed sign energy. And please understand that if an Aquarius is a fixed sign and has made a plan, they made the plan to walk off into the distance, they will walk off into the distance only because that's the plan that they made, and they won't veer from the plan. It has nothing to do with whether or not they want to be involved with you or not. They already may have a plan that they feel that they must be compelled to stick to. But we do have the Two of Cups. This person's been hurt a lot in love, and so I feel like they know that they're going to have regret if they walk away without saying something about how they feel. But will they? This Knight of Cups, I feel, is under the surface. They're being very careful and very strategic and moving very slowly. We have the Eight of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Death card. Disconnected from their emotions, which absolutely is this air sign. This is someone who deals in detached energy. It's like this person really does want to fall in love. They see the opportunity to start something really deep and transformational, transformative, but this person is very detached from themselves, like from their feelings. Tell me about this Hierophant and the Page of Cups, because it feels like you're waiting for new love to begin, but it feels like you might also be surprised by this person. They might change their mind here. We've got the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, okay, and we've got the Six of Cups. So you have a feeling that you've known this person forever. It feels like you have a feeling, and I don't think you have known them forever. I don't think that you've known them for a very long time. It might only be 6 months, but it feels like this High Priestess energy has the feeling of this connection that is very deeply psychic. It feels like, because Aquarius can be very psychic in their energy, and or Libra or Gemini. Look, it feels like whoever this is somebody who has very psychic energy. Like I said, in their moon and their rising, possibly Taurus, or maybe a water sign, possibly. We do have this Death card. I feel like this person thinks that the Ace of Cups will be the death of them. Do you understand what I mean? It feels like this person feels, because they've been hurt so many times and they are in this wounded warrior energy, it's not like they don't want to move forward. It's not like they don't have feelings, because I feel as though they have some very deep emotional and romantic feelings for you. But this person stays detached because it feels like they feel the Ace of Cups will be the death of them. They feel like it could change everything, or it could end up in just another wand that is going to just add to the terrible hurt that they've been enduring for a long time. So tell me what this, and I feel like this person is quiet with you right now. So I don't think that you talk to them all the time. I feel like this person's been thinking about you, thinking about how they feel about you, and I feel like they probably might show up and surprise you here, or surprise you with communication, but sweet communication, like some sort of sweet thing to say. We've got the Four of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Cups, and we have the Ten of Cups. So it does feel like they're confused about how they feel deeply. So I do feel like they know that it's a romantic feeling. They know that they are detached from their feelings at this time, but I feel like the Four of Pentacles tells me they're holding back because they're completely confused about how they should feel. And it's because of this. The Ten of Swords is here. It feels like this person's been betrayed over and over again. And so they've become very protective of their heart space, of their time, of their energy. They become very practical about who they spend their time with. Tell me why the Six of Pentacles is here. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So expect communication. I feel like this person will communicate with you. I don't feel like you've been chasing them. I feel like you're probably too busy with maybe that you've got spiritual work to do. Maybe you've been building on yourself spiritually. I feel like you don't mind being disconnected from this person. I don't really think that it's impacting your life at this time. I don't think you're sitting around waiting for them to communicate with you. I actually think that you feel this is done, that you feel like it's over. You're sort of already trying to nurse the heartbreak. You're like, this person's never calling me back. They're very detached. I feel that you might know that they are somebody who deals in this respect, that they're very detached. I feel like this person does want to give you reciprocal energy, though. So I feel like you're going to get communication. It feels like it's not only going to be sweet, but it might be a little bit suggestive. I'm going to say, like they might say they like a picture that you've put up, or, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like they're going to make some sort of comment about something that is very honest and truthful, but sweet, because we do have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. It does feel like they want to speak with you, though. Tell me what the outcome is when they connect with Pisces, what do they say? Because I feel like you're going to kind of be a little bit surprised that they're actually thinking about you, because you think that you're so far back in their mind that they're not thinking about you at all. But I think that the reason they're taking their time is because they're unsure about, where does this go? If I jump in, Pisces is going to want me to slam a ring on it, and I'm not ready for that. I might not be ready for that for years. Might not ever be ready for that. Tell me about this. We've got the Devil in the reverse. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's telling me you're got to release it and focus on you, Pisces, is what you're supposed to do. The Devil in the reverse to me is always a release of the bad feelings, a release that this person doesn't want me. It feels like it's a release. We did see the Three of Swords on the bottom, right? You need to release it and focus on yourself. I feel like you can... that you're supposed to focus on yourself, focus on your business, focus on your confidence, your glow up. It feels like you're supposed to focus on you. This person's going to continue to observe you from a distance, but I think you need to give up the thought of them coming round. And it's not because they might never come round. I feel like it's because you need to stop waiting for someone to choose you. That's all. And I don't think that you're all out there waiting for someone to choose you. But this person, I feel, is somebody that you need to detach from. That's the game they play. It's not a game. That's not what I mean. They're not game playing. I feel like this is how they are. That they detach and they want you to detach. They want it to be their effort. They want it to be their idea. They don't want to know that you want it. They want you to detach. So I feel like that's really what they're attracted to. And so I feel like this Tower showing up tells me that as they watch you, that they're beginning to shift their thinking. And once the Tower hits here, they're going to release this need to be by themselves or be in this energy of the Nine of Pentacles. And that's when they show up. That's when they begin to pursue. That's what it is. The King of Wands being here with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. This person, although they are a pretty good wordsmith, they are stuck for words. They are somebody who's used to being honest and truthful and taking the emotions out of it, understand. They're used to just saying, look, I like you and I think you're sexy. Do you want to date me or not? But they know that they're dealing with Pisces, dealing with somebody who is the Hierophant, possibly someone who is the High Priestess. This person feels nervous because they think that you know what they're about to do, and I think that you do know what they're about to do, but you're going to let them do it. I feel like you're just supposed to detach, and when you detach, that's when it shows up for you. This person is very into you. The King of Wands is here and does want to pursue with the Knight of Wands here. They're very into you, but I feel like this Four of Swords is telling me they don't really know how to tell you. We've got the one sword that's on the ground here, and anything on its side to me is a challenge. And so I feel like although they're stable of the mind, they know what they want, I feel like that it's going to take a Tower to get them to move, because I feel like they're really worried about how you're going to react when they show up and surprise you and tell you how they feel. I feel like this person sees that you're very happy from the inside out and not from the outside in. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a facade. Temperance is in the reverse, and so is the Judgment. I feel like the reason that this person's not moving, the answer to Temperance in the reverse is no. The reason they're not moving is because they haven't yet had the Tower move them to do it. I feel like right now they feel like the universe is saying, no, and I feel like they're waiting for the Tower. They feel like you're going to misjudge them, or they feel like this judgment here is like you've already misjudged them. It feels like they feel judged by you. And we have the Five of Swords in the reverse, but they do want to reconnect, but they just don't know when they're going to do it. They do want victory here, and they do want justice here, but it feels like first they've got to learn how to pull down their boundaries in order to be happy here, right? We've got divine timing. And we all know what that means, right? Could mean 7 weeks. I mean, weeks are wands, right? It feels like there is somebody here who is very defensive, somebody who's trying to protect themselves, trying to save themselves. It feels like divine timing is going to have to kick them out of the nest, foot on the butt, right? With this, the Wheel of Fortune here. It looks like there's some really big change coming. They'll probably call and ask you out. Can I take you out? Can we go somewhere? Can we meet somewhere? And I feel like they're going to be doing it under the guise of friendship or cooperation, collaboration. Can we just get together? But I think really what they're doing is pursuing. They are the Emperor, this person, and they are about ready to pursue you, I think. They had to wait for something to end for them. They had to make plans for something to end. And I feel like once they do that, that's when they, we saw the King of Cups. That's when they come forward and let you know about feelings that they might have. It could be around the full moon. That was Scorpio energy. Could be around the full moon. So could be any time between now and maybe a week from now. That's what I'm seeing there. I'm going to leave that right there for you. Thank you, Pisces, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. And thanks for all the love you show me. I'm going to go for now, my water family. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.